Chapter 1: Silent Peak. In the deepest reaches of the immortal abyss mountain range, where no mortal dared to tread and even heavenly beasts avoided, there was a peak that touched the clouds. On its summit stood a man in plain white robes, his long black hair fluttering gently in a wind that had not existed for 10,000 years. His eyes were closed, and for a moment, the entire world seemed to hold its breath. Then he opened them, a blinding light flashed, and the heavens trembled. The clouds parted as if bowing in reverence. The rivers below stilled, and even the stars in the distant sky flickered once, acknowledging the birth of a new sovereign. Luigi had ascended. He was now the strongest being under the heavens, the undisputed number one. There was no longer a path ahead of him, no bottleneck to break, no enemy to fear. With a thought, he could erase mountains. With a flick of his sleeve, he could reverse life and death. He had achieved what countless cultivators had craved for millions of years, and yet, his heart was empty. He looked down at his calloused hands, which had spent centuries forging his path.
These hands,
he murmured softly,
have grasped eternity, and yet they could not hold onto the simplest thing.
A memory stirred. To children laughing under the summer sun of his distant childhood, his little sister's voice calling,
"Brother G, wait for me."
His older brother's teasing grin. His parents' gentle smiles as they watched their children play in the village fields.
The images pierced his heart sharper than any divine sword.
I forgot them.
His voice trembled.
Father, mother, brother, sister, I abandoned you all.
In the pursuit of immortality, he had cast aside his mortal ties. Like all cultivators, he had chosen detachment, believing that family and affection were shackles to enlightenment. Decades turned to centuries, and his mortal family had withered and died, their names slowly fading from memory as he ascended to realms that mortals could never comprehend. But now, standing at the very peak, he felt none of the joy he had imagined, only a crushing regret.
What was the point of immortality, if it meant eternal loneliness?
Luigi sat in meditation, and the world around him seemed to bend to his will. Stars shifted in the sky as he reached out with his divine sense. His cultivation was beyond supreme. He could see the threads of karma stretching across time itself. He followed them, tracing the fragile, flickering lines of his bloodline. He saw suffering, a beggar child, shivering in the rain, with eyes that resembled his sister's. A mortal farmer family struggling to survive a winter, their ancestors long forgotten. A lowly slave in a cultivation sect, bullied, beaten, and humiliated, yet sharing his bloodline. A wandering orphan, a rogue cultivator hiding in the shadows, his talent buried in despair. Each vision pierced Luigi's heart deeper than any heavenly tribulation ever had. His descendants had lived and died in suffering, unaware that their ancestor had reached the heavens and abandoned them. Luigi clenched his fists.
No more. I have failed you all long enough.
He raised his hand, and spiritual light gathered around his fingers. It twisted and swirled, condensing into a small, exquisitely carved flying boat. Its surface gleamed with runes of starlight, and inside it, a small world began to take shape: mountains, rivers, fields of flowers, and a warm sun that never dimmed.
This will be your home,
Luigi whispered.
No one will harm you again.
He reached into the cycle of reincarnation and, with his ultimate cultivation, found the souls of his parents and siblings. When the light faded, 5 figures appeared before him, translucent at first, then gradually solidifying as he breathed life into them.
"Chair!"
His mother's voice trembled as she looked at him, her hands cupping his face. Her smile was the same as he remembered, yet now tinged with a sorrow that transcended lifetimes.
Son,
Father's deep voice rumbled with pride and disbelief. His elder brother and little sister stared at him, confused and tearful, and then all four rushed into his arms. For the first time in 1,000 years, Luigi wept.
I'm sorry,
He whispered.
I was late, but I'm here now.
That night, on the silent peak, Luigi sat with his revived family, explaining his long journey, his regrets, and his vow to bring back every descendant of the Lu bloodline. And so, with the dawn, the flying boat rose into the skies, a silent ship carrying an immortal, his family, and the hope of a reborn legacy. His journey of redemption had begun.